So like I said, ain't nobody stressing GMS. Ain't nobody stressing ISUP, or Sakari.
Wait a minute. When you said GMS, your blood pressure jumped up.
Ain't nobody stressing GMS. Ain't nobody stressing this. They are a non-factor as long as they involve themselves in slander and hatred. You brothers, you sisters, we're the guys. We're the servants of the Lord. We're the ones they're fighting against.
Okay, if you were the servants of the Lord, you can tell me what the name of the Most High is and the name of his son. If you're the servants of the Lord, if Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is dealing directly with you.
This is war! Captain Yuri, where we at?
Verse 21.
Come on.
And
it would behoove all of them to get themselves together and assist us. And
you got to be out your cotton-picking mind. That we got to go. If we get with these, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? The first time I get up and say, oh, name it. No, you can't say that, brother. Got to say Most High and Christ bless. Oh, you got 3 women, you got to cut 2 of them off. The Sabbath come in. What you doing, brother? You buying? I said, no, it's not the Sabbath. Nope, the Sabbath is Friday sundown and Saturday sundown. So you got to be, man, don't hold your breath.
In this gospel, in this great work.
They can't see what's happening. They can't see what's going on. That's the point. You see it coming. Straighten up.
Giving all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem HaKodash. Send double honors to our apostles and elders. Harry Gray Millstone, peace and blessings to the Lord's hopefully elect. So what's happening now is the men of IUIC, they're starting to catch hell. And all I would say to that is you all just keep calling on Jesus Christ to deliver you and let your works deliver you, because IUIC believes in righteousness by law, and they also deny the names Yahweh Yahushua. That man who was just speaking, he calls himself Yahweh Sop, even though that's a Hebrew name. He says he's perfectly fine with the English, so they don't teach their men to go into Hebrews, to look into Hebrew or to look up words. That they're really Hellenizing them. But I would just say you all just need to keep calling on Jesus Christ, right? And let that name protect you from the times that's coming, because they're getting, like I said, they're starting to catch hell. And what I perceive is that things are, the strength of Pharaoh is starting to fail them. The strength of Pharaoh is what they prefer. They took a 501c3 and they took away the name of the Lord. And they used that strength of Pharaoh, and with that, they've got puffed up and they started making all this money. And then they resorted to slander. You see, what Nate tries to do is he always tries to say slander. All of them are trying to say slander. Really, nobody's slandering them. They just care very, very deeply about their image. Even one of their own men, who he said that Yahweh Sop said that image is everything. So they all care about their image. And when something comes out to make them look bad, they get mad at you for calling it out. Just like how they change up their doctrine 6-7 times. So they just resort to, you guys hate slander. No, you just look bad. And they care a lot deeply about their image. So the strength of Pharaoh is starting to fail, which is just making all their money. Because when they was making all their money, they slandered us. They called us bums. Right? You called the Lord's sheep a bunch of bums. Right? Call us pedos and petties. All manner of evil. No, full well you don't have any evidence of any of the things you've accused us of. But there is evidence of you guys committing what? Theft, embezzlement, extortion. Even somebody getting killed, somebody getting murdered. Yes, that's all found in that group, as much as they want to put it off on somebody else. So now it's, oh, wait a minute now, you guys can't be slandering. As long as you guys keep slandering, nobody's slandering. Who ever slander you? It was your own men, your own people, your congregation that aired out what goes on behind the scenes by your leadership. You know what I'm saying? What happening is the strength of Pharaoh is starting to fail them. Because look, you can catch them. Look, right here. Let me turn the volume down. It's called Threat. Israelis send informant to conduct threat assessment against the Israelites. This is your leader sitting down with an Amalekite, a small hat, right? Giving him the scoop on your organization. You're telling him how many men in your camp. You're telling him how your business, how you function. What's the leadership? You got the deacons and you got the bishops. You're giving them the scoop. And your men back there don't feel comfortable about it at all. But why did he do that? He did that because he wanted to take the bag. He did this to operate so that he could operate in the society under the scope, right? And that they can grow and they can get bigger. But they're starting to catch hell now. You know what I'm saying? But wait a minute. You guys took the 501c3 and you called. And in the same video, you slandered Great Millstone Steel. You know, so things was doing real good for you up, you know, but now they're starting to catch hell. You know, so I'll say stick to your 501c3, your strength of Pharaoh, and call on the name of Jesus Christ. Keep doing that to protect you, right? This is Judges chapter 10, verse 13. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Now, you guys believe that Yahweh Yahushua is dealing with you directly and that you don't need those names and that all you need is the works. In that case, let your works and let those names protect you from the times that's coming, because you heard what Yahushua said. Don't you see what's coming? Don't you see what's coming? First of all, we here at Great Millstone, if you ask us what's our main priority, we're going to tell you prophecy. And we calling out everything, such as the tariffs. The tariffs that's going on right now is going to lead to Jacob's trouble and add to Jacob's trouble, because it's going to make the cost of living even that much harder. And it's going to lead to a recession. What's a recession? It's simply where people stop spending. When things cost too much and people start to lose faith, you can say, in their currency, people start to save every penny they have. They stop spending. They start to make every meal stretch. They start to do things, you know, more, scarcely, which that's going to lead to is businesses shutting down, because in a recession, there's less demand because people are spending less money. Since there's less demand, there's less businesses making money, because, you know, this whole society is based off of spending. People stop spending. A lot of companies go belly up. What that means is nobody's going out anymore. No more to the club. None of that. This stuff just starts to die. Stuff slowly dies because people, the timing is changing, right? That leads to less mirth, less partying. But look at what you guys are doing as we speak. Okay, as we speak, they have this going right now. They call it Bland Blitz Fundraiser. Look at that. You got that guy up there speaking. Goodness gracious. But this is about raising. Look at, you got the women back there. You got the music playing. You guys are having a good old time, right? Who's not concerned about what's coming? Who really don't know what's coming? You know, you guys are sitting back here trying to make all this money, you know, promoting your music, promoting that attitude of relaxation, your children growing up and community and all that. Who's the one that needs to be tightened up? It's you guys. And if the Lord Yahweh Yahushua was dealing with you, how come he hasn't revealed to you his name? How come he hasn't revealed to you the mark of the beast? All right. All of the components are basically been put together. All the right people are putting in. You got Elon Musk coming with that chip. So if you guys were really the prophets, how come the Lord didn't reveal to you the understanding of the mark of the beast? This is an understanding of Revelation, the 13th chapter, because this is proof that your breakdown of Revelation 13, especially starting at 15, dealing with the image is incorrect, because according to IUIC, the image of the beast is the image of Caesar Borgia, aka so-called white Jesus Christ. But wait a minute, according to them, they're going to go around and they're going to make everybody bow to that image again. But here it is, you have information of them trying to ban Bible teaching, period. And they're looking to ban the Bible altogether. So how can that be the image of the beast if they're looking to ban the Bible? And you have to show me who is trying to go around and push that image. You ever wonder why even the president, how they never mention the Messiah? Ever. They'll mention God, but they never mention the Messiah. You wanna know why? Because they're controlled puppets by the so-called Jew, the wicked elite. And they don't like people talking about the Messiah. That's why your presidents, they don't speak about the Messiah. Okay, the presidents, the wicked elite, they're controlled. Your presidents is controlled by the wicked elite. Them wicked elite is the so-called Jews. And you know how they view the Messiah. So how are they going to go around trying to force that image again? And when are they? Who are they? Who's talking about it? You ain't got that. That breakdown is incorrect. But if the Lord was dealing with you, how come he didn't give you the breakdown of Revelation, the 13th chapter? Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So while you guys are over there, gathering fundraisers to make music, to make more community spirits and songs and sell the next record, and while you guys are doing that, this devil is sharpening his sword to bring about this microchip. He's about to put the squeeze on people even harder, but yet you guys are talking about marriages and music and all these things, right? So if you guys were truly the Noahs, would you be in that spirit? No, you wouldn't be in that spirit. But if you were really those men, you wouldn't need to ask any other Israelite group for assistance. Not saying you need anybody else's assistance, but if you were really the Noahs, right, you wouldn't need it. You wouldn't need it. Just keep calling on that name, Jesus Christ, to deliver you from the upcoming evils. And while you guys are making, those videos, having fun, having a good old time, just know this devil is looking to set up more legislations to start detaining and deporting even what they would call legals and implement this microchip. Malachi 3, verse 16. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord Yahweh hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and thought upon his name, which you guys deny his name. You don't teach the name Yahweh Yahushua. Your leader said he hates when he hears those names. He said he knows that it's evil there. That's why you guys don't teach the name out of respect of him. You don't uplift those names because you know that's going to offend him. But you see what's happening is them guys are starting to catch hell over there. The strength of Pharaoh is starting to fail them. But they got all this money, though. They got all this money. They made the deal. They got all these members, right? You wonder, like, how could anything go wrong? Well, let Yahweh show you why things go wrong, because he said, the strength of Egypt shall be your shame. Because at the end of the day, you cut a deal with the devil, and it always has a cost. And if there's one thing you realize about in life, in observation, whenever people make a deal with the devil, they never want to pay when it's time to pay. They always try to squeeze out or get out when the devil comes to collect. It goes on. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in the day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Yahweh and him that serveth him not. So according to Nate and Nathaniel over there, they're the guys. Well, if you're the guys, then you guys keep doing what you're doing. And when all hell breaks loose, we're going to see if you really are those guys. Because as this devil starts to put the squeeze on our people, and bring up forth this microchip, we're going to see exactly how much your doctrine is going to change, because you've already changed it several times over. And we're going to see if the Lord is truly dealing with you. So keep calling on those names, right? Jesus Christ, you calling those names. We're going to keep uplifting the names Yahweh, Yahushua. We're going to keep prophesying the truth, okay? And we're going to teach 100% doctrine. We're going to teach the Hebrew, and we're going to teach to hopefully wake up the hopefully elect of the nation of Israel. That's what we're going to teach, not some worldly, friendly, acceptable doctrine, which is what you teach. Okay? So let your own wits, let your own wisdom, let your own strength of Egypt, strength of Pharaoh, let that name you call upon, let those continue to be, who you reside on or who you confide in. And we will continue to confide in Yahweh, Yahushua, and prophesy and teach about this mark of the beast, this microchip. And we're going to see who the Lord dealing with. Because if the Lord's clearly dealing with you, then surely he would have shown you that the mark of the beast is the chip, right? Or surely he would have shown you that the true image of the beast is the Roman system, which they're trying to put back in as the New World Order. Okay, and the New World Order has nothing to do with the image of Cesare Borgia, but it has everything to do with herd-like mentality and all under one rule and in government, right? And compliance. And they're going to do away with the Bible, because that's going to lead to what? The famine of the word. Which is going to lead to them implementing the mark, which is a physical mark, which is going to be that RFID microchip, which the Lord is using these spirits like Elon Musk to help forward that. Even Donald Trump just said what's going to be exempted from the tariffs? Microchips and computer chips. Why is that? Because it's a part of their plan. So if you're really the man of the Lord, surely the Lord would have shown you those things, right? So we're going to see who is truly teaching the 100% truth and who's not. Shalom.